You know, Bay Area professional basketball, big entertainment value. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the worst ever time, play by play wise, for the Warriors. This is a franchise that had Bill King and Ted Robinson, Hank Greenwald, mostly Bill King, one of the greatest broadcasters ever, right? He did television and he did radio, the celebrated what they call simulcast. And now we have this asshole, and believe me, he's an asshole. He's a jerk. He's an arrogant, smarmy little Napoleonic asshole named Bobby Fitz, Bob Fitzgerald. I watched the replay of the Warriors loss to Denver. Denver's the best team in the NBA, the world champions, right? So that's not a big deal. I like to watch games and I like to listen to the announcers, right? Whether it's radio or in this case television, I turn down the volume and I'll watch not the national broadcasters. I will listen to the national broadcasters because I can't stand Fitzgerald. He is such a putz, a schmuck, a hack personified. This is a guy, he's about 5 feet tall. He's 5 feet tall. And he walks around. There's so much garbage about this guy. I'm not going to get into it, but he knows. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Yeah. Bill King was a master, right? Did football, the Warriors, the Raiders, the A's. Least popular sport for Bill was baseball. His number one sport was the NBA, basketball. And of course, he did the Raiders. And every time I hear this jerk, this Bob Fitzgerald, I have to turn down the volume again. It's disgraceful. His partner is not that great either, but that's something else. So anyway, I wanted to also discuss the fact that there are some legitimate crises taking place at virtually all the Bay Area TV news stations. KRON, lots of worker morale issues. KPIX, although there's a general consensus that the news director, Lisa White, is a decent lady, knows her craft, gets along with pretty much everybody there at PIX. Something's going on because, again, one week after another, there's some issues, whether it's Brian Hackney, whether it's Betty Yu, whether it's whatever. Hackney is expected back. Again, I don't know when, but I will let you know as soon as I get information, okay? At Channel 7, you talk about crisis. And I don't know whether it's the Disney situation and the fact that everybody over there is pretty much sick and tired of the way the place is run, both the GM and the news director. There's a lot of soul searching at Channel 7, KRON-ABC7. Why a lot of people are leaving. I mean, a lot of people are leaving TV news to go take PR jobs because of security and not the kind of stress that you have and the relatively paltry pay. But especially at Channel 7, because of Disney, because of a very unpopular news director who gets to continue on and on because they don't know what to do with her. And the fact that they hire a lot of these people, not based on talent, based on what they look like, who they are, their gender, the color of their skin. Although in this instance, that's all they look at. And at KTVU, what a mess. What an utter mess. I keep saying that I can't get any worse there. It gets worse. I don't know how they put on a news show, let alone, 5 or 6 news shows every day? Because there's just so much disorganization. and people who should not be in roles that they're in, behind the scenes, editors taking long vacations, news directors who are not very popular and are not very much qualified. And the fact that at KTVU, they don't even have an investigative reporter. They all quit because there's no confidence in the news staff or the product. And the fact that also there's no direction, there's no future. That's the feeling at the firm in Oakland at KTVU headquarters. And once again, Julie Hayner, as a reader noted, was absent. Why? Because Julie basically gets her way now. She can phone in, say, I'm taking 2 days off, and they put up with it for now because they don't know what to do. So Julie Hayner, once again, has a very, very generous personal policy of when she can take off, when she can't take off. Apparently, they don't care at KTVU because who else do they have? The 10 o'clock news is in Craterville. Nobody watches the noon. Well, nobody watches anybody's noon news for the most part. And Mike Meeback, let me say it again, it's a disaster. Meeback was anchoring, I didn't see it, but the Chinese New Year's parade. That didn't go very well. It'll be interesting to see the ratings on that. It probably will be decent because KTVU is the only station that covers this. So we'll see. To be continued. What else do we got going on? God, I hate these pop-ups, and I have to get rid of them like this, I hope. Sorry, folks, but they're very annoying. So anyway, please, if you see this now or whenever, subscribe to the Rich Lieberman channel here on YouTube. Please make a contribution if you like this, because that's how I make a living, let alone pay my bills so I can bring you this every day. Now, grant you, I'm not saying I'm some kind of a genius, don't claim to be, but I do give you live, uninterrupted programming. And sometimes I can be damn entertaining. Sometimes I can't be, but all right. We got interviews coming up too. I will start announcing pretty soon as I get them confirmed. Got a lot of things on the horizon. Thanks for watching, and I'll, again, contribute to my Rich Lieberman channel by subscribing. If you want to make a donation, contribution, I will personally thank you, like I do everybody. All of the people that contribute, like Steve in San Jose, and Jeffrey, and Kevin, and Nick, and Ed, and Roe, and people like Judy in Oakland, and God, I'm leaving out a whole bunch of people. Oh, Andrew in Sacramento, all you folks. Did you like how I did that? I went back and forth and back and forth. I have no idea why I did that because I'm kind of a moron in that regard, but what the hell, you know? All right. See you later, alligator.